Okay. What do you think?
The first thing that pops up to me is rook takes bishop. Light square bishop.
Yep. Yep, definitely. Okay, so rook takes bishop and can't take back because it's pinned, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
What about if he goes rook takes bishop and then he goes what is that? Yeah, e5, forking the knights. Then what do you do?
You take his knight.
Yeah, you can take his knight. Actually, I was thinking about also, you can just move the knight here because this pawn is pinned. Can't take, right?
Yeah, but he could just take it with his knight.
Yeah, you take with the knight, but you save your knight though. But yeah, okay.
Yeah, you save with knight, but I think you're just taking is a lot easier.
Same thing. Yeah, good. All right. Looks seem pretty straightforward. Let's see. Nice. All right. Well, he didn't even do that, so okay.
Wow, he decided just to lose his rook. All right.
You want to do one more?
Oh. Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right. So. All right. So black to move.
It's black to move.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
I mean, there doesn't seem anything like too like. Oh wait, I can't exchange it all because like I won't. I'll be in a losing position. That's okay.
Yeah, don't exchange.
I can't do that at all. Oh, yeah. Wait.
You have any ideas?
I'm thinking, but like, there's nothing really. Yeah, because I was thinking about just trading stuff down before, but I realized, wait a minute, this rook, he's already up in like material, but like,
Yeah.
I'd rather here somehow.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good. So take, and then if you take the pawn, he can either take this pawn or you can take this pawn.
Yeah, there's nothing. Yeah, I'm just deaf. That's kind of his game.
Yeah, no good.
So I can't trade it. I was thinking about I'm thinking about knight check to the king, but it doesn't really do anything.
Right.
I've then thought about pawn attacking the rook, but then he just moves up, and I don't really have a follow-up for that.
All right, so you need some help?
Yeah, I have no idea what to do, yeah.
Okay, so I think the idea hinges upon the fact that this bishop is pressuring the knight, rook is protecting, and so I think the idea is to harass the rook.
But the only way you can harass with pawn to...
Yeah, he can't move from this file, right?
In spot, yeah, I know.
So
but he goes back.
so move So move the pawn up twice.
Yeah, that's why I
Okay.
thought about that. I just didn't see the follow up.
He moves back here. Okay, now what do you do next?
That's the problem. That's why I didn't do it, because I don't know the follow. I don't see any follow up. Because I can't push the pawn again, because he just goes back. He just goes back down, and nothing happened.
Okay, so you push the pawn again, and then he comes back down.
Yeah, right back down here, now back where I started.
Now what do you do?
Oh wait, there's. I. Check. I don't really see any. I don't see anything that.
All right. So the pawn is here. Rook is here, right?
Yeah.
So we need another piece to attack the rook. So what's the only other piece you can use to attack the rook?
I can't use the other pawn. I can't use any of the other pawns anymore.
Nope.
Then I guess the knight, but where?
So how do you get to the rook from there?
I don't see anything. I don't see anything in the knight's range for that to be possible.
Well, not immediately, but you know.
Oh, okay. Then that changes some things. Okay.
You got it.
I guess I could go knight check to the king, and then I could just move it over there.
Yeah, there you go. And the rook has nowhere to go. He's forced to take the pawn. You take the rook, then you win the knight. Sorry, you take the knight. You win the knight. So cool.
Whoa, wait. Well, how was I supposed to see all of that?
I know, right? That's
the hell.
It's a pretty good one. Just showing you how you know when a piece is you know tied to defending another piece, you can just harass it, you know, and try to deflect it away. So, all right, so you ready? Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Check.
Oh my god, that's
nice.
Jesus. I'm okay.
Cool. That's good.
Did you see all that from the beginning?
Yeah, I mean it's kind of forced. You know, yeah. Once you realize that the rook can't leave the G file, then you can see how can I attack the rook, and you kind of see all that. Cool.
So
right?
I was supposed to realize this that he had a huge weakness with this rook being with this overloaded piece.
Well, just tied to the defense of the knight, right? And you have this extra piece here that you can play around with and just harass the rook. So, yeah. So you want to do another one, or you want to do a the themed puzzles, or you want to do a game now?
I want to do a game.
All right, cool.
Jesus.
That's good, right? All right. So which one? One of your studies?
Let's do So Close. We'll do So Close first, yeah.
All
and
right.
then and then you could do one for the regular.
All right.
One for my regular list, because the last person I played with was pretty good, and I didn't know what to do. It was interesting.
Okay. All right. So let's see. So you are white. All right.
Yeah.
Oh wait, let's turn this off.
No, I'm black.
Oh, sorry, you're black. Right. So e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6. All right. Yeah. So why didn't you take?
I wrote a note for it right there in the chat. You can see exactly what I did.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing really wrong with taking here. So,
I thought I didn't see the problem. I thought that was like when I was playing the other. I was like, oh god. I saw the pawn. I was like, wait, I can't. And I take it, and I thought it was a mess. And then I realized something. I was like, wait, I was hurt by like nothing. Wait.
yeah, yeah. I think that's fine. Trade center pawn for center pawn.
Yeah, I was like, wait, this is fine. Yeah, I realized afterwards that was fine. I don't know what the hell I was thinking.
Yeah. All right. So, all right for next time.
Yes, I learned. I already learned that mistake.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Now he's just.
Now it's bad. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I decided to just not thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, he has a nice attack rolling. Oh, now he's just kicking away he's just kicking around your knight now. That sucks.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then he trades it and double pawn.
Actually, here probably would have been better if he took here. Actually, yeah. You could have taken. That's true. That's true. Okay, no, it doesn't matter. All right, no problem. See what? Okay. All right. So material's even, but he has a definite space advantage in the center. You have double isolated pawns, which sucks. But on the upside, you have a nice open file for your rook. So all right. So let's see what happened. C4. Okay. Whoa! No, not a good place for the bishop. This is completely blocked. All this completely blocked. I definitely say activate the rook, or activate the rook like that. That'd be nice open file. Or bishop, maybe bishop up here.
I thought about that, but like I just you just kick it away with pawn.
He could. I mean, I would probably trade because this bishop, even though it's not a bad bishop, like this has more. This bishop has more pawns on the dark squares, but still, there's not much place you can put the bishop. I guess you could. I guess you could retreat here. Yeah, that should be fine as well. Retreating. Yeah, but this over here is completely blocked and inactive.
Yeah, I know. I know it was blocked. And I was thinking maybe I could with the pawn. I was thinking about when I preparing it for attack on center, and then it would open up the file towards his king.
Yeah, unlikely. This is pretty solid over here. Yeah, pretty solid. So it's gonna take a while to push your pawns and get at the base of the pawn chain. Yeah, it's gonna take a while to activate this diagonal. So I'd say it would just be a waste of time to put him here. Yeah, definitely here better. All right, so bishop b7. I think. Okay, so when you have a pawn chain, or a pawn majority like this, or a pawn chain that's pretty formidable, the best way to attack it is where? What do you think?
The back.
The base, right? Right. This is protected by two pawns right here, right? So c6 doesn't really do much. It's not much of a threat, right? Better would be maybe preparing like this and then come back and then push forward and try to.
Yeah, but when that breaks my cat, but doesn't that unnecessarily weaken my castle position?
It does. Well, I mean, it would open up this file. I mean, you have your bishop here at protection. Also, eventually, if you do open up the G file, you can just move your king over and then use the G file with your rooks. So I don't think it would be that bad if you push this F pawn, and then eventually push it again, and maybe get your own attack rolling, because in this position, his pawn, his space advantage is on the queen side, right? He's got the most space on the queen side, whereas you have most space on the king side, all over here, right? So you have to use where you have the pawn, the space advantage, and just look at where the pawns are facing. Your pawns are facing towards the king side, right?
Yeah.
So definitely, this kind of position warrants opening up the king side for you. I think that's your plan of action right here. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I hear about that sometimes. Like the pawn change direction just it tells you where you're supposed to be attacking.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, because that's usually the place where you have the space advantage, right? So you want to play to your advantage all the time, right? And c6 is not playing to your advantage. Even though I know you want to break up this pawn chain here, but it's pretty solid. It's kind of hard to break up. So, and this bishop, is kind of useless right now. Right now, this bishop is acting like a pawn, not doing much at all. So yeah, pretty weak. So yeah, definitely open up the king side. That's to me that's what I would do in this position. All right, so c6. All right. Okay. I would actually try to get rid of this pawn, this double pawns here. So I would just kind of push here and try to trade. Try to trade these pawns. You don't want to have these pawns here. Um, yeah. These are.
Yeah,
These
I
are
mean, it's weird because like now I get into these games and I get around this point. I like it's. See, like if I knew the whole pod chain thing going this way, I would have known when I wouldn't be so lost. I wouldn't have been so lost in what the hell I was doing.
right. Yeah. Simple things like that gives you an idea of what you should do. So many players like they play the opening pretty well, and then finally they're like, I don't know what to do. Right.
That's the thing. I'm like I'm like trying to come up with a plan, but I don't have like any good like
Right.
foundation like behind what the hell I should be planning
Right.
or why. So I'm like.
Yeah.
Let's
So
try to come up with a plan. Like, and I'll be like, I'll like try to say, okay, let's attack king, and like I'll try to focus on that one plan. But it's like, I mean, I don't have a particular reason. No, the reason why I'm doing it.
yeah. So definitely the direction of your pawn chain gives you a big clue as to where you should focus your attack. Yeah, you're kind of moving your pieces over here, but this is where he has the advantage. So yeah. All right. So let's see here. b6, queen. All right, attacking the pawn. Okay, see that kind of sucked. Yeah, so here, I think you're doing too many queen moves. Queen b6 was a good move, right? To connect the rooks. That's good. And now I think you need to activate your rooks, right here.
I was thinking about that one, but like I didn't see the rook trade off. Like, I don't know, like if the rook's already on a file, like is it okay to just activate there anyway?
Say it again.
If someone's the rook's already occupying the space, it's okay to just activate there anyway?
Oh yeah, you want to challenge him. Yeah, you don't want to let him control this file by himself. You always want to challenge your opponent. Whether it's a file or a diagonal. If you can challenge him, always do so because like this is the only open file right now on the board, and he's controlling it basically, right? So you
Yeah,
definitely.
but like I know because I didn't feel like just losing my rook because anytime that happens, normally you use both your you end up losing both your rooks. But I guess that would have been helpful actually.
Yeah, that would have been helpful because here he's just controlling it with his rook, so you want to neutralize that with your own rook. So definitely, and also just get your rook to a more active square, definitely. But yeah,
Okay.
so definitely too many queen moves, and he's exploiting that very nicely. So now he's kind of doing kind of little rook lifts with the tempo. That kind of sucks. Okay, all right. Ooh, nice one. Actually he's saved. He's got rook c6. Did he do that? Yeah, he did do that. Okay, rook c6. Oh,
I was so tight when I saw it. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
I know, right?
And then this is all right. Before you continue, so I was thinking about this for a minute, and I mean, I was like, technically, because I decided to take his rook with my queen, and then exchange the rooks, because I know like technically my queen, the double rooks for a queen is technically stronger.
Yeah.
But I know I lost but I do lose my bishop wall, which makes the trade losing. But I figured that when I took his rook with my queen, it was just gonna displace all his pawn structure, which I would be able to take advantage of, and kind of reduce the gap of the piece thing? Is that flawed? Like
well, yeah. So the first thing is you lost your bishop, so it's not a clean trade of two rooks for a queen. Right? You lost a queen and a bishop.
Yeah, I know.
And also by taking the rook, you gave him a passed pawn, very dangerous passed pawn.
Well, it was a very weak one. It was a very weak one though. That's why I was like.
I mean, maybe you took yeah. I mean, and then he's got these pawns. He can push them and protect it. So, and this pawn's weak. It's already gonna fall. So, yeah, taking the rook, not a good idea. I wouldn't do that. Yeah, definitely not. Yeah, so here you're gonna lose this pawn because you got to protect this bishop. So maybe you have to do that, and then you just lose this pawn. Yeah. Well, actually, no. No. He has to move the rook, right?
Yeah, he has to move the rook out of the way.
Okay. All right, so you can save that one, but yeah, still tough position. Because I assume he can come here, then queen here, and then triple up, triple up on the file. Now he's got triple control. Woo, that's rough. That's rough. Yeah. Yeah. So this is the other reason why before it's so important to challenge your opponent on an open file like this, because now he controls it and he's going to triple up and really control it and just devastate you and penetrate the 7th rank and then gobble up all your pawns. So yeah. Yeah, so it's a tough position. So yeah, I would not recommend that queen trade. Yeah, so usually 2 rooks for a queen is good. If you don't lose your bishop.
I know. I realized that too, but I was like, I thought that I was also curious in like not playing a game without using my queen because like I'm used to playing a lot of the games I used to play, especially when I was younger. I was just spamming my queen or everything. Where like I was like maybe I should learn how to use my other pieces a bit more. So I was like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah. So the queen and bishop for a rook, not a good trade, and also giving him a pass pawn and weakening his pawn. So 3 reasons. But all right, so let's see what happens. See, we took, take. All right. Yeah. For him, I would have taken with the king. Definitely activate the king. Also, still protecting the rook because now you're developing the rook with tempo, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Once he takes with the queen, you're developing with tempo. So, yeah, definitely take the queen. But all right, so he took with the queen. Actually, here for him would have been much better coming over here.
Yeah.
Much stronger. Protecting, and then knight can come here and just yeah, it's rough. Difficult position for you. All right, so. Okay, so why didn't you take? Well, actually, I assume it's because you didn't want him to double your pawns?
Yeah.
Well, I think in this position,
I didn't want to open because the thing is it would have made my trade like even worse if I opened up because he already had the knight on the side and he could have mobilized his queen really easily. And I was concerned about that, so I did not want him opening up the file.
Well, I think in this position you got to get rid of this thing because pass pawns, especially on the 6th rank, very powerful and very dangerous. So you got to get rid of this. So
I know, but I calculate. But when I ran, I figured doing that bishop move, I could still break it.
No, he's got c7, and that's devastating.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, he missed it. Right.
Wait, I saw because I saw the knight rook, the possibility for a 4, but I thought my rook wasn't. Oh god.
Yeah, he missed it.
Oh wait. God damn it!
Yeah, so once you move your king, he's got takes, and then pinning the bishop. And
You gotta get rid of this.
that's rough. That's rough. Yeah.
You gotta get rid of the contraption.
So all right. So yeah. So that's why. Yeah, definitely get rid of this pawn. He takes here, and now. So what does he do? I mean, it's not a good position for you, but it's playable.
He just activates his knight on the king side and starts to
Yeah.
crush.
Yeah, true. You can activate there. You got this, threatening here. Right? Check, maybe.
Yeah, he checks me.
Now you gotta
moves his pawn up or
left.
something. I mean,
it's rough.
I guess I could double attack his pawns to get that pawn back. I don't know.
It's still a hard position to play, and you'll likely lose, but it's delays. Delays inevitable. Yeah, so he missed. He missed. Yeah, he missed knight e7 check. All right. All right.
Wait.
What?
Oh, I know why I missed it. Okay, so you know when I moved the bishop back down there?
Okay.
It was protecting the space before when he attacked it. I see. Because I saw that. Because I knew mentally I was prepared for it. It's like I knew he could fork me there, but I was like, oh wait, my bishop protects from the full happening.
Yeah. Yeah. Here the bishop's.
And then, but I have to attack with the
Yeah, you see the bishop's overworked, right? Protecting c7 and e7. So can't protect.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I saw this coming, but that's the worst part when I see all of it coming, but I still do it anyway.
You're like, no, he's not gonna do that.
No, it's not even that he's not gonna do the night check. I just thought I was like, oh, that's fine. No, really not fine at all.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of the time, I'll make worse moves like this because I could have just taken the pawn just to let the knight take there. But the outcome, the result of that, I really didn't like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, here's just hard position to play. This position, so. Oh yeah. Yeah, rough. All right, check. All right. Ooh.
I just couldn't keep up at some point. It was just so exhausting for me to keep up with this.
Yeah. Now he's now he wins now. Queen d5. Check. What? He doesn't know a smothered mate. You know how to do smothered mate? Check.
Yeah, but yes, my rook would have to be in place over there, and then I would be in mate.
How do you do smothered mate from here? What do you think? What's the next move?
Oh no! Wait, you're right. He could have just checked me with his. Oh my! But can I just take with my king?
Where? Check where?
Okay. All right. Go. All right. What was he supposed to do? Right? He was supposed to check me with his queen, right? Push it all the way in or something like that.
No. So check. King g8. Now what's the next move for white? Smothered mate. Mate in 3.
Oh, okay, yeah, I saw this, right. Okay, so knight h3.
h6, yeah.
Knight h6, check, and then then he can do it because now it's just
Yeah.
Yeah, but I couldn't take with king anymore. Oh.
No. Yeah, classic.
Oh.
Classic.
No, not by no.
Yeah, classic smothered mate pattern. Yeah, something to keep in mind when you're playing. But yeah, he missed it. So let's see.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm really starting to hate the knight queen combination nonsense because it's actually the.
Yeah, knight queen combination very powerful. Oh yeah, definitely. because the queen.
I'm not with it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, the queen.
I don't like it. Anytime I see a queen at night next to my king, I'm always just like shocked now.
Yeah. The queen has the files, the diagonals.
And like my pawns can't even protect me from it. It's
Yeah.
so annoying.
Yeah. It's very very powerful combination. And the knights have the the L shaped pattern, and so together they really play a very powerful combination. So.
Kind of ridiculous. I mean, my pawns become useless, and it's just like then it's like my whole army becomes useless, like 2 pieces. And it's just like why?
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
GG, please nerf.
So he definitely did miss that smothered maid. But all right, so let's go back. So what do we learn here? Let's see here. All right, so beginning was good. Here, definitely take.
Yeah, I read it in the notes. I figured that out. It's okay.
So let's say he takes, and now what
I
do you
take back with the 9.
So what do you want to do here? What do you think is a good move here?
I would just take back with the 9 to make it simple. I mean,
take back with the knight. Okay. Take. All right.
Then I could just develop my knight with tempo.
Wait,
wait.
This one?
Well, it's not tempo.
No.
Yeah. No?
Yes, actually, this is a very good position for his queen now, because now you don't have a knight here to attack him. All right?
No, I guess not. Like, what else? I should develop something else, or?
So maybe something like this, to prevent e5, because if you go knight f6 immediately, then he does have e5, and that's very harassing. And what do? You got no moves really, except going back, or if you go here, you got here, and your knight is trapped. Right?
Oh, yeah, that seems like the reality.
Yeah. So you got to be careful of of him gaining space like that. So that definitely d6 prevents that, and then you go knight f6, bishop e7, and you can castle.
Oh yeah, this is really.
Mm-hmm. So
man, game's really brutal.
so it's much better though than the game that when allowing him to push with d5.
No.
Yeah, still much better. So all right, so let's go back.
Well, is there anything I could have did that's like I say if he takes with the pawn, I take with the pawn, and he takes it with the knight. Is there something stronger? Is there stronger?
If he takes the knight, and then what?
Yeah, right. This position right here. Is there something? Is there like stronger than just exchanging the knight and having to deal with this, or?
Oh, instead of taking the knight.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
I don't want to have to, because if I don't have to deal with the random queen activation, I rather wouldn't.
Yeah. Maybe something like this. Targeting here, also here, and preparing bishop c5. Also trying to put pressure there.
Oh, I guess. But he just takes my knight, doesn't he?
Alright, so you take your knight. How do you want to take back? Queen or pawn?
I would say queen, just because it puts more pressure on his pawn.
I mean, here I think I would do pawn, because that opens up your bishop immediately.
Oh, that's true, but I was just concerned about giving his queen an open file.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, you can always just move your rook here really quick and neutralize it. So not too bad. But yeah, I think this is a pretty good position. If he moves a knight here, you can pin it like this, right? And then let's say he blocks. So let's say he moves a knight, pin, blocks, and you can develop your pawn, your knight. Now you're ready to castle. So pretty comfortable position, right?
Okay.
So all right. So knight f6, d5. All right. So So let's say a better move for knight b5. Yeah, maybe knight e7. and then eventually trying to come here. Right? What does he do here?
I would think he'd activate like and maybe one of his pieces, like maybe a knight or a bishop. I don't know.
So like here, bishop here.
Maybe there, maybe
Or maybe C4.
Yeah.
Maybe C4. Actually, I mean the pawn is the pawn's not really hanging because he can always take here. So let's say he goes C4. Then maybe you can activate. You know, you can bring the knight here, bring the bishop here, then castle. That's a pretty nice position. You know, bishop is a nice active diagonal. You can even move the pawn up, so the bishop can retreat back if it's attacked. Strengthen this pawn with d6, right? And then again, you see where your pawn chain is aiming. Then once you castle, then again you try for the f5, right?
Yeah.
And actually, and this might be a hole for you for your knights, right? So you can bring a knight here. You got these two knights here. So yeah.
Yeah.
Bunch
it's so easy. Yeah, it's like it all comes so easy. It's like, hey, I know, perfect planning. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta.
It's like, like I'm thinking like, oh, great. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you get a sense of what plan the position warrants. You know, when you understand these basic things, like where's my pawn chain pointing towards, or where's the weakness, where's the base points of the pawn that I can pawn chain that I can attack on my opponent, that kind of thing, or or just attack your opponent's weaknesses in general. Yeah. All right, so knight b4, okay, c3, yeah, double pawns, yeah, all right. Yeah, and the other thing is just always make sure you activate. Make sure you activate your rooks as quick as possible on the open files, and also, remember, always try to put your pieces in active squares. So this diagonal definitely not active, and will not be activated in a while. So it's just useless here. So definitely, I would seek to bring it here.
Okay.
All right. So yeah. And then and then the other thing is moving the queen too much. Yeah, the rooks need to be activated. They need to challenge this rook. If this rook was here, he couldn't do this move, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he couldn't, because then he would have just gone.
If you went there, and then what does he do? I don't know. Yeah, see now you have a nice position, nice challenging, and you can just eventually trade, and bring the other rook here, and maybe get a nice endgame. All right. Maybe bring the bishop here, and then try to trade these pawns away. Like this, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, always make sure activate the bishops and rooks on open files, open diagonals. Definitely not an active one, yeah. And attack the base always. So, all right, so yeah.
Feels like I've been doing this for a month and it's still going over like fundamentals.
Hey, I'm gonna keep
still like like to actually use the same 10 rules. Like.
Sorry. I'm gonna keep repeating it. Okay, don't worry.
Oh my god! I mean, I'm activating my pieces better in the opening though. So like, I don't know.
Yeah. The opening is good. It's looking good. So it takes time. Slowly, eventually you get like an intuitive understanding of what each position warrants in terms of a plan.
Yeah, because like the thing is, I'm with the games I'm playing. I'm kind of just guessing on I'm just kind of guessing on what's a usual plan.
Mm-hmm. So here he actually has a better move, I think. Maybe coming up here. Now he's protecting here, and now he's threatening to come here, take, and now from here the knight controls the queen square. So now he's threatening to push. Right.
Yeah, I guess I would just hit the double attack as the pawn and actually just take it. Seems like being.
Yeah, yeah. So it's a tough position. Yeah, and here again, he missed the simple tactic right here. Right.
Hey, listen, simple to you, okay?
Right, right. Good point. All right. And then here you realize the power of the rook and knight combination. Very powerful. And the smothered mate, right? That's a very important concept to understand, because once you do understand that, then you can threaten to get your opponent in a position where you can do that. That can be a threat in itself. You know, the smothered mate. Um, so yeah, he obviously did not study that, perhaps. So.
I mean, I know about the actual mating pattern. I didn't realize he could actually do it. Actually,
Oh,
oh god.
okay.
Yeah, I didn't. That's another thing too. When sometimes when I'm looking, like there's like so many options on the board, and I'm just like I'm trying to calculate everything, but like I can't like immediately see what's happening. Like kind of like what happened with that tactic. Since I couldn't immediately see what was gonna, couldn't immediately see anything on the board. So like I kind of just think I'm safe, and then something will happen, and I'm just like, oh,
Yeah.
God, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I miss tactics too. We all miss tactics, so it's a learning, it's a learning experience. That's all it is. All right. So, what's the other game you want to go over?
It was it's the most recent one of my regular ones.
All right. Let's see. Forest of Blue.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, both of them were bad. He just bodied me.
Okay. All right. Let's do this one. So.
Yeah, I did. Yes, I mean, I was so close to getting like 600 again. I was feeling good, and now I'm just getting blasted again.
Ah. All right. Let's see here. Forest of Blue. Okay, so you are black. Okay, Slav. Let's see here.
It's only to protect my center pawn, not just when my center pawn goes so freely. So like
All right, good beginning. All right. Hmm. Yeah, here this drops. So
I saw the pawn drop, but I wasn't sure because I mean I could have just
yeah, here I might
I thought the development of a piece was a bit more important than the pawn. I don't know.
Let me think here. Hold on. It might be good to just take this pawn here.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it might be good to do that because you control the square so far. And what can you do? What do you think is a good move for white here?
Well, you told me not to let go of my center pawn so easily.
True. Yeah, that's true. In the Slav though, it's a pretty accepted variation. This accept the C pawn, capture the C
Well,
pawn.
I actually don't. I know. I actually know that. I didn't actually know this variation because the guy was playing the ones I was playing before. The one I was playing before, you were like, I was okay with dropping the pawn before, and then he told me not to do that, so I decided to do that one instead. And then
Okay.
so I guess I don't really know that I didn't know that was a main play on that variation.
Yeah, because here, he gets this queen move and that's kind of annoying. But what does he do here? Like, is there any good moves here? What do you think? I mean, scare the bishop away?
I guess. I mean, the thing is, like,
E3?
it's kind of like a queen gambit thing, he just moves that pawn up, and it's kind of just the games.
All right, if he moves the pawn up, you protect the pawn, and
I thought it just doesn't that lead to trouble though? I know in the queen's gambit normally if you try to protect the pawn, it only gets weird. It only gets weird. Because I'm pretty sure after this pawn that happens. If I guess I can move the pawn to take and just to threaten the knight,
Yeah.
but then
Yeah, it's interesting. It's a different variation, but all right. So let's go back.
yeah, I remember they're trying to defend. I just remember trying to defend the pawn the queen's game. Usually it usually ends up getting your rook lost or something.
All right. So let me think here. So I'm trying to think: is it better to fortify this pawn first before you do the knight move? You know, because now after he takes, now this pawn is a little bit loose, right? It's only protected by the knight, so that's why that allows him to come in and double attack here and here. And you do have, I mean, you do have this move. It's true, but then you know you can kind of try to get this pawn moving.
Push my knight out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I saw I had that knight move, but I thought it was a bit more important to like develop my bishop and get my king position and allow him consolidate my king position.
Yeah. All right. So.
And I thought if he takes the pawn, actually too, I can just get it back with activating my rook and pinning his queen to find his pawn.
All right. So he takes the pawn. What do you do?
I just move the rook activation.
To where?
Right in front of his queen, to attacking it like that. Yeah. Oh right, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's very in these positions. It's very easy to forget about this bishop that's controlling this entire diagonal. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I activated. Yeah, I activated it here, and then like I moved the bishop. Yeah, I think I did something like that. So man.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why he didn't take. I don't know why he didn't take it though. I'm not sure. Maybe he was afraid or something. I don't know. All right. So you're both just. So he's allowing you to castle, no problem. All right. All right. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Wow. So he didn't take this pawn at all. Maybe he's just afraid that he was afraid of this, but he shouldn't have been. So he let you keep the pawn. Okay. Nice guy. All right. Okay.
Oh yeah, this whole. I guess I ignored. This is a blatant ignoring of that other rule where I didn't count his rook authority.
Yeah. I would have definitely. Let's see.
Well, I know that now. I didn't know that before.
Yeah. Definitely try to challenge this. Of course. Yeah. And he might still. Well, actually, let's see. Wait. B6. Hold on. Maybe even do this now. Let's see. Because he can win a pawn, but I think you might have compensation. So, like, let's see. Look. Rook takes. If he tries to take here. Check. Oh, sorry. You attack the queen. Now, what does he do here? Does he take the pawn?
I don't know.
If he take. Okay, if he takes the pawn, you can take this pawn.
I take that one with tempo.
Now you got to watch out. You got back rank mate here. Although you can still retreat the rook. So he has an extra pawn, but you do have control of the 7th rank, which is strong. So you might be able to have compensation for that. And his rook his bishop is under attack. You know, so you know.
I mean, Yeah, but like, what do I do in this scenario now after that? Like,
Yeah, so like right here. So what does he do? Well, he can even do this because you can't take here because he has. Oh no, actually you can. Okay, you have this. All right, so yeah, he has to move. He has to move the bishop. So, um, hmm, so let's say he goes back here maybe. Then
yeah.
maybe.
Well, he did that. He actually played that in the game at some point.
Oh, he did. Okay.
It wasn't bad because I knew I knew he was stronger than me. I just didn't and I didn't know what to do. So it was kind of like,
Right.
oh, I was like, oh crap, this guy's actually pretty good.
Right. Yeah. So.
I thought I was able to beat him the first game when I got his rip, and then like I just got bodied.
No.
He was definitely stronger than me. I was like, oh Christ.
Yeah. Yeah. So here, instead of the E5, I would definitely challenge. Oh, sorry. Challenge with this, and if he doubles up, then maybe you can bring the queen back. Because your goal is you want to trade off all these rooks, right? And that gives you a more comfortable position, right? Because he's controlling the C file right now. So he could come here, and maybe something like that. Yeah. Yeah, it's a tough position because he's got a very strong control over your position. You know, you're kind of defending here, but definitely, you never want to allow your opponent to control a file without challenging him. Always challenge your opponent. Yeah. All right. So let's go back. All right. So I assume you did E5 because you wanted to create some weaknesses. I assume, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
I was trying to. It was a pawn break and.
Okay. Okay.
Opening up the line for attack and all that kind of stuff, but it did.
I mean, if you really wanted to try to attack, instead of H5, I would suggest bringing the rook over. Here and then here.
I thought it would take too long.
I mean, it does take a while, a couple moves, but then also you can just start. Maybe pushing the F pawn would be better than pushing this pawn because by pushing the F pawn, you're also activating your bishop, your rook, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, if you can get your pawn up to here, that'd be beautiful. You know, yeah, I definitely prefer to do that than push the H pawn.
Yes, you have a point. Yeah.
Yeah, H. Right.
Yeah, this is annoying. I'm not gonna lie. I got this way. I was like, I don't like this game.
Wait, why'd you do that? Wait, why'd you take the pawn? Oh, your bishop was trapped. Oh, actually, yeah. Well, you could go here. Kind of funny, but you could go here. It's one safe square for your bishop, right?
Oh, I thought it was this long. Oh, I'm a clown.
Oh, you thought it was trapped? You thought it was completely trapped?
Huh?
You thought it was completely trapped, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not a nice square. It's not a preferable square for your bishop, but it's safe.
It's not dead.
It's not. Yeah, it's not dead. Exactly. So
better than dead.
Much better than being dead. Yeah. All right. So it's all right.
I'm so much stronger than you, man.
It's all right. It's all right. No problem. All right.
This game, and then he just got degenerated after this. Cause like, I mean, he just has a bishop on me. There's not really much I could do. And then he did this, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, after that pawn move, I was like, well, this is just.
It's getting fancy now. Rook A7. Yeah, it's all over. Yeah. All right. So let's see. What did we learn here? All right. So beginning was good. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I like taking here only because to me this queen move is a lot of problems over here, and this at least protects the B3
No,
square.
I see what you're saying.
You know,
I not used to this. I never tried this variation before, honestly, so that's fine.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, so he didn't take this. This was actually a free pawn for him because you do not have this move, um, and but he missed it. Apparently, you both missed it. Okay? All right. And so this is
That bishop will move like that. I was trying to trade this dark square bishop up because it was a lot. His bishop was stronger than mine.
yeah. In this position, this bishop is very strong. So you want to trade it off. Same thing with him. He would like to trade off your bishop if he could, because yours is
Yeah,
not.
that's what I was thinking. That's why I was like, yeah, I'm not. I should probably get rid of this.
Yeah. So in here, instead of okay, why did you do the knight move?
Wait.
You went knight e4. Why did you do that?
It was one of the more forcing moves I can get, and then like I got my bishop activated on the diagonal wanted on for free if he took.
So you wanted him to take you, right?
Yeah, I mean it didn't matter. No, he had to.
Yeah, he had to. So instead of that, I would like try to maybe go b6, then eventually activate here, and try to seize the c file as quick as possible, right before he does.
That makes sense.
I think this is an unnecessary trade, and it kind of just wastes time for you. So because now it's your move, right? But after this trade, now it's his move. Now he can seize it, right? So that's the difference, right? Now it's your move to do something constructive and productive, but you didn't. So yeah, so here definitely either protect this pawn.
I didn't. Well, I thought that was productive, getting my bishop on my attacking square. I guess not.
Yeah, here. I mean, I think the bishop is already really good. You're controlling a lot of squares here. It's a very powerful bishop. So here, your rook comparatively is doing nothing. This is doing nothing, right?
So you're saying basically, my bishop was already strong enough that I didn't need to worry about that anymore.
Oh yeah, exactly. Your bishop was already strong enough. This knight was really good too, controlling these squares. So yeah, you can just leave this as is and just improve the pieces that are not doing anything right now, which are these. Right?
I see.
Yeah. So yeah, so don't trade active pieces. Definitely not. If your pieces are active, just keep them there, and have them exert influence. So yeah, so he seizes the C file, and you try to create weaknesses, but not really. Yeah, then it gets difficult. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh crap, this guy's definitely stronger than me now.
Yeah, I mean, he's good, but he made some mistakes here, and that was your mistake, thinking that was pinned. And even better than taking with the queen, I'd say right now maybe maybe moving the rook here, pinning the bishop, and then targeting this this pawn, right? So yeah, a couple things. All right. So yeah, that's about it. So what do you think? Finish up. Yeah.
Well, the pawn direction thing is a bit helpful, so I'm not like just willy nilly like trying to throw plans together off of like no idea of nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, always got to be pay attention to the direction of your pawn chain. That gives you a hint as to where you should focus your attack. And also, always make sure. I know I repeat this every time. Always make sure you put your pieces on active squares, right? And the pieces that are already active, don't trade them, right? The more trades you do, the more it nullifies your activity, your advantage, right? So if you already have good active pieces, just try to activate your other pieces that are not so active.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I mean, if I keep making the mistake, I mean, you're gonna have to keep repeating it.
Yeah,
So.
that's all right. Keep doing it until you get it. So, but yeah, no, I think you're definitely improving. The openings are pretty solid. Yeah, for the most part, pretty good. Pretty good in the openings.
Okay.
And the tactics and the patterns and the strategy, it takes time. But you see each position is unique, and you get the hang of what each position warrants. The more you play. So.
Okay.
So yeah, cool. Any questions? Good.
I have to think. So yeah, the pawn. I guess a general recap of all like a couple things like I gotta work on for next week. So I got the pawn. You got the pawn chain thing. That was the one, right?
Yeah.
That was the thing.
Yeah.
Too much queen. I moved my queen too much instead of activating other.
Right.
So
right.
When is it appropriate then? Like when I'm moving my piece to move my piece multiple times? Do I just have to make sure all my pieces are already in like this active like positions before I can move any other piece again?
Yeah, I mean, as a general rule, I would, especially in the opening, definitely avoid moving pieces repeatedly. Although when you move the queen, it wasn't the opening. I think it was more the middle game. But
it was more the middle game.
But still, even in that position, your rooks were not active at all. So that's why that was a bad idea.
So if my rook if I already activated my rook and stuff like that before, and I just if I was moving my queen around a couple of times, would it still be a problem?
No. If your rooks were active, yeah, it would have been fine. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so always, to me, it's always about activating your least active piece. Right? What is your least active piece doing? And that gives you an idea of what you should be doing.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Cool. All right. Good talking to you, Asher.
Okay.
So make a study like that. That was really good. I really liked the study idea because write your comments because right after the game, that's when you have the ideas fresh. Why you did this move, why you did that move.
Yeah.
Right?
I had to come back. I don't know why the hell I didn't just take this pawn.
yeah. That was really good. Write those comments, and if you see any variations, definitely put those in. That you that you had in mind, so we can look over those things. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
I guess I can.